Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Don't Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the San Francisco 49ers and why I think every single person there, the general manager, the head coach, Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, all those guys, they are on the motherfucking hot seat. Now, some of you might be agreeing with me, some of you might be disagreeing with me. Let me explain. You look at this team the past couple of years, they've been to the Super Bowl in 2019, and just previously this past year in 2023, 2024 season. And you might be saying, well, they were at the Super Bowl 2 times in a row. Yeah, that's true. But they are trying to win the Super Bowl. Not just get there, not get close, win the damn thing. They have been spending money, making trades, doing everything possible to win a goddamn ring, and they are constantly coming up short. And when you look at the players they have, they've been losing some pieces, but then they're able to lucky enough to go into the draft or go into free agency and replace some of these guys. Like whenever they lost some defensive linemen, they brought Kinlaw in a couple years ago. Kinlaw then has left, but they're still just rotating guys in. Nick Bosa has been a defensive player of the year, caliber player every year, kind of helping maintain things down there. Fred Warner, he's coming up to, I think, towards the end of like a 5-year contract back in a couple years ago. But you get what I'm saying. They have a lot of these star players, Bosa, Warner, etc. They have a lot of these players. Now they have Brock Purdy, who's already going to be coming up whenever his contract up. Right now he's getting paid, I think, like $870,000 a year. When his contract's up, he's going to be probably asking $50+ million. And when that day comes, there's going to be some people looking around saying, okay, John Lynch, are you really about to give him that kind of money? And then if that happens, are you really ready to look at this team and say, yes, we can win with him and we can let some other pieces go, because you're not going to be able to afford other pieces when you pay the quarterback top tier money. So like I said, I'm going to kind of break it down as to why I think these guys are on the hot seat and why, if they don't win the Super Bowl this next season, I'm being serious, you have to win the Super Bowl next season or else somebody's getting fired. So without further ado, if you're going to enjoy, as always, make sure you can drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, like I said, whenever you look at the 49ers, a lot of people are going to say, well, they're always winning. They always have winning records. And that is true. They always have winning records. They're always doing good. But my thing with the 49ers is they brought all this people in. They brought Kyle Shanahan in. They brought all these different pieces in, all these different players in, because the goal was they were trying to win a ring. 2019, like I said, they went to the Super Bowl. 2020, they had a down year. 2021, they lose to the Rams. And in the NFC Championship game, 2022, once again, they get to the NFC title game and they lose. And then 2023, they end up getting the whole way to the Super Bowl, but then they fall to the Chiefs. Now, one thing I would like to point out that I've seen a lot of people talking about, and I will agree, the 49ers, they have been ridiculed by injuries year after year after year. In 2022, they had a lot of injuries that kind of held them back, and they were not able to go anywhere, especially in the NFC Championship game. They were through Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, and then eventually they had to get to Brock Purdy, who led them all the way to the NFC title game, but then he got hurt midway through the game. It was like 7-7 at the time, then it went to 7-14, then he got his elbow banged up. He wasn't able to throw the ball anymore. They lost that game, as you know. And when that happened, everybody was saying, okay, the 49ers, if they are 100% healthy or even 90% healthy, they can win the whole damn thing. And what happened this past year? They were 100% healthy. They got all the way. They were winning games. They got to the Super Bowl, but then one big thing happened. They had a player go down. I forget his name. He hurt his knee, getting ready to come back onto the field, and the rest was history. That player going down was pretty much the big difference maker for the game, because he was kind of affecting the way the Kansas City offense was operating in the Super Bowl. And when he went down, it pretty much opened things up for Kansas City. Now, you can look at this 49ers team and you can say, well, they still have all the pieces. John Lynch is a GM. He's still doing the right things. He's bringing in a lot of pieces. We have to see kind of what they do in this draft coming up. There's question marks around, is Brandon Ayuk going to get signed? Now, I realize whenever this video goes out, he might have already got his contract signed. If not, what's going to happen with Brandon Ayuk? They already signed Deebo Samuel. They've already signed George Kittle. Or they're going to be able to sign back Brandon Ayuk. They also got Juwan Jennings. He's a pretty good receiver for them. Christian McCaffrey is going to be probably due some money eventually. How much longer is Trent Williams going to be able to play in the National Football League? Is he going to retire at some point? It's just a lot of question marks around the 49ers. And like I said, Kyle Shanahan, he's had a lot of success in the past, but his big problem was he was always a choke artist. He choked a lot in Atlanta, the 28-3 loss. We all remember it. And then now with the 49ers, we've seen a lot of chokes where he choked back against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 20-10. He's choked against the Rams in 2021-2022 season. He's basically been just labeled a choke artist. Every single time this man gets a lead, especially going into the fourth quarter, he can never hold on to it. And I don't know if it's just he plays, like the whole saying of, do you play to win or play to not lose? He just plays to not lose way too much, and he forgets about playing to win the game whenever he gets in the fourth quarter. Because when you look at the team has talent. John Lynch has put together a great team for this, or put together a good roster for this team. They got all the pieces. Kyle Shanahan basically has no excuse. So ultimately, kind of wrap it up, here's my final points. I would say this, John Lynch, I think his job, you could say it's kind of safe. If they go out there and just stink it up next year without any injuries, there's going to be questions to ask. Maybe John Lynch is still going to be able to hold on to his job. And then whenever it comes to Kyle Shanahan, maybe that's where they go whenever it comes to firing somebody. Or if they go in the next season and they're still doing good, they're still winning games, get to the playoffs, go to the NFC title game, maybe they get back to the Super Bowl. And then I'm just telling you, if they are 100% healthy, and I mean healthy across the board, Bosa, Purdy, McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, just Davis Ward, you name the player, Fred Warner, I forget if I named him already. Every single player, if they are all 100% healthy and they don't win the Super Bowl, Kyle Shanahan's losing his damn job. Now, if they have like some big time pieces, like if Brock Purdy goes down, or say like Nick Bosa or Fred Warner on the defense goes down, if something like that happens, then they might decide to give him like a 1-year buffer and say like, we're giving you one more motherfucking goddamn chance. If not now, then when. It's almost like the Cowboys saying, if not now, then when. We're going to give you so many years to try and just give us, and we're not saying you need to go out there and give us a ton of rings like we see the Chiefs doing. Just give us one. And before you any say this in the comments, well, I would take a winning culture like that over anything, or over not winning at all any day. I'm not gonna lie, I probably disagree with you, because if I had the choice of would I rather constantly get to the Super Bowl or constantly get close to the Super Bowl but never win the Super Bowl, or be a team that's going to be just sucking, but then 1 year we're going to go all in and we're going to go win the whole damn thing that 1 year, I'm taking that choice. Because right now, the way the 49ers are rolling, they're looking like the 1990s Bills. You know that Bills team that went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row with Kelly? 4 years in a row, they went to the Super Bowl. Did they win a single one? Nope, they won 0. I know as a Bills fan, that one probably sucked majorly to watch that or at least experience it. But to kind of wrap it up, like I said, I think Kyle Shanahan, if they don't win the Super Bowl next year, or better yet, if they don't even just make it to the NFC title game next year, Shanahan is losing his job. You can say that's a hot take all you want. You can say it's a dumb take all you want. I'll say it's a hot take, but I'm just saying, Kyle Shanahan, if they don't win the Super Bowl next year, he is gone. Or at least get to the NFC title game. If they are not in the NFC championship game next season, he is fucking gone. But I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully, you guys did go on to enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you can drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you think Kyle Shanahan should be fired, not fired? John Lynch, fired, not fired? Do you think this is a hot take, not a hot take? Leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that later notification bell. Be notified second to post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.